Hello everyone, very good evening to all. So in last session we discussed about conditions. Now we are going to discuss about looping statements. Let us see what is a looping statement, how exactly the looping statements will be work, and what is the purpose of looping statement. Yesterday we seen some kind of symbols and we got some clarity what is meant by a loop. Loop means it's a closed path. Generally, why we use it for loop, do while, or for each, whatever it may be, to we know what is a condition exactly. Why should we write a condition? I want to execute some logic at particular point of time. But then we can go for condition. What is a loop here? Loop is also same guys here. I want to execute some block of code repeatedly. That's the only difference we are having. Yesterday we written condition. What is a condition here? Condition is here for we have a condition to execute some logic at particular point of time, that too only one block of code only. It is not going to be repeatedly done, so right. So one time execution conditionally, one time execution conditionally. This is what exactly the condition, if else or whatever it may be. Now we are having a loop, right? What is a loop here? Loop also one time or repeated execution conditionally, that too. Remember carefully, this is going to be execution of the block of code repeatedly, repeatedly execution conditionally, repeatedly execution of a block, execution of a block conditionally. That two condition for every loop, for every condition, whatever it may, there should be some condition whether it should be evaluated or not. At the end of it, whatever it may be, here we are having something called block of code. The condition is followed by block of code. We have some condition, if some condition, so this is followed by block of code. Here we are having a loop, right? Exactly. So this is going to be for loop. For now you're just going to take some thing, and this is also going to be the block of code. But here condition first is initialization, next one is going to be condition, and the next one is going to be what is this exactly, incrementation or decrementation. That's all. This is what exactly the thing. Can you see the block of code in both the situation is depends upon a condition, guys. If the condition is this is and this is exactly, can you see exactly what happened? So both are the both having block of code. The block of code is depends upon a condition. Okay, now right, check this carefully once again, guys. 1 minute please. Right, guys, sorry for the delay. Right, so this is exactly, let me go for it. Okay, so where exactly we can use, let me create a new file. I'm just going to create a new file. Let me save the file as the loop.php. This is the file we are having. I'm saving the file like this. Okay, you can take anything. So we are going to execute some loops here. Okay, you all know for loop, right? I think everybody know for loop. What is a for loop? Can you see? For this is exactly the block of code followed by. Here the syntax you know already. Initialization, exactly, this is initialization of that condition. This is the part of the syntax, guys. Condition and incrementation or decrementation, you can write anything. This is exactly, and we are going to write some block of code. Can you please tell me what is meant by initialization and what is meant by condition? Yesterday I told you, right? For every loop there is a starting point and there is an ending point. Here initialization is called as a starting point of the loop, guys. This is exactly the thing, where to start the loop, starting point of the loop, starting point of the loop, exactly. This is called initialization. What is a condition here exactly? What is a condition? If you can see, condition is nothing but ending point of the loop, ending point of the loop. I told you yesterday, for every loop there is a starting point, there is an ending point, right? In the same manner, so if you can see ending point of the loop. This is exactly what is incrementation and decrementation. So while loop is iteration, we have to increment a value or we have to decrement a value based on the situation. For example, if you rotated 100 times, I have to count it, right? Plus one, plus one, plus one, plus one. I need to add, or you want to decrement minus one, minus one, minus one, something like we have to decrement it for every iteration. If a loop is iterating 100 times, I want to count the value, I want to increment the value, or I want to decrement the value, right? Exactly. In this point of time, we can use incrementation, decrementation for every iteration. So we know loop is a repeated process. In this repeated process, you want to increment some value or you want to decrement some value, whatever it could be. This is exactly the process, guys. Right. So now we are having a loop. Now, guys, I want to give you one task for you. Here, I want to print 1 to 10 numbers. I want to print my requirement. See, if you want to write logics very good manner, you should understand the requirement. Without understanding requirement, no one can write the logic. Seriously, even me also, if I don't know, if I didn't understand the logic of the customer, requirement of the customer, I cannot write the logic. First of all, try to understand my requirement. So here, my requirement is going to be print. I want to print 1 to 10 numbers, guys. This is my requirement. NUMBERS numbers. 10 numbers I want to print. This is my requirement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to use loops, guys. If you are not using looping statements, then how can we print 1 to 10 numbers? Okay, I can print like this now. Echo 1, echo 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Can we print like this? Definitely we can print like this, right? It's also a valid scenario. So this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, and this is going to be 10. So I'm not using any looping statements here. I'm just printing 1 to 10 numbers. So I'm not going to use any kind of looping statement here. Right now you can check this. So now you can go and refresh the page. This is the file loop.php, right? Let us go and execute the file loop.php. Just you can see I'm able to see 1 to 10 numbers on the screen. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm asking you to print 1 to 10 numbers. Okay, we printed, but I'm there is a condition. You cannot use looping statement, but you have to print 1 to 10 numbers. This is the only way I have. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going to ask you 1 to 100 numbers print. Now, what I'm asking here, I'm asking you 1 to 100 numbers. Then what you will do? You have to start from 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, little bit, 10 minutes or 5 minutes it will take, but we can complete it. Now, all of a sudden, if I can take 1000 numbers, okay, we can print it, right? If we can take 10,000 numbers or 1 lakh numbers, definitely it will take a 1 day to print all the numbers. Now you're asking a question, sir, is there any way to print 1 to 1 lakh numbers within a fraction of second? Yeah, that is called loop, guys. That is going to be done a repeated job up to 1 to 1 lakh times. Remember, if you don't have loops, remember the complexity here. I'm just giving you an assignment of 1 to 1 lakh numbers you have to print. So then what is what is the thing here? You cannot miss any number in the middle. You have to write 1 to 1 lakh numbers. So but it is going to be too difficult job for us to print 1 to 1 lakh numbers. Definitely it may take 1 day or 2 days also, right? So now what we need to do, we need to simplify this job. Okay, now I want to print 1 to 10 numbers, guys, by using a looping statement, right? To avoid that problem, we are going to use the looping statements. Now can you understand my requirement? 1 to 10 numbers, what is the syntax of it? Now I need to write a for loop, right? For loop, this is open close. Here I want to print the 1 to 10 numbers. So now can you tell me what is $I equal to? $I equal to, what is $I? What is your requirement? What is your requirement? Okay, why should I take I, sir, here? Is I is any predefined variable? Guys, remember, you can take any variable here. You can take $x is equal to $y equal to you can take any variable, because I starts with I means initialization. That's the reason we are taking I. Remember, you can take any variable here, right? I is not any predefined thing. Remember, every faculty will provide you I there. I'm also providing I there as a variable, right? You can take any variable there. I'm taking X this time. We have to be somewhat different, right? Let us take X. I want to print 1 to 10 numbers, guys, here. What is the value of X? Anybody? X is equal to 0, na? No. Remember, my requirement, I told you, in this requirement, what is our starting point? What is our starting point? 1. My ending point is 10, right? People may think x is equal to 0. Don't go by hearted way. This is not the correct thing. I am saying you, if you want to able to write logics, you should understand the requirement first. What I'm asking you, why are you saying x is equal to 0? Is my requirement is x is equal to 0? I'm asking you 1 to 10, but you're saying that 0 to 10. No, right, understand the requirement exactly, right? So now x is equal to 1. Now dollar $x less than or equal to 10. I want to print 10 also. If you are taking just less than, it will print up to 9. After 10 it is not going to be printed. That's why it may be 10 or equal to 10, so you have to print it. So after that I have to take incrementation. We are going from 1 to 10. It is incrementing the value 1 2 3 4 5. What is this called? Incrementation. So definitely you are going to take dollar $x plus plus. This is exactly the thing. Now you are coming here, you are printing dollar $x. That's all. X value, what happened for every iteration, X value is getting incremented. Now you can go and refresh the page. Now if you can check this, you are going to get the same output, 1 to 10. Sir, I want to see the output one by one, sir. Then in this point of time, you can write break tag echo. Just you can use break tag here. By writing break tag, you can see the output will be come like this exactly. So if you want, sir, I don't want write echo two. Why should we write echo 2 times? If you can think, we can concatenate echo directly. Now you can see it is a variable, and this is going to be a string. We can concatenate like this also with a single line, right? So what we are doing in double quote, if you can keep anything, that is going to be a string, and $x is a variable. We want to group together, so you have to use dot operator as a joining operator. Now if you can refresh the page, you can get the same output. Nothing difference will be there, right? So maximum, we need to try to avoid the maximum number of lines of code. Why should we write maximum number of lines of code? So we have a shorthand way like this. We can write like this also, guys. Okay, now right, 1 to 10 numbers. Okay, perfect. It is well and good. Now my requirement, second requirement, I want to print, all of you try to see, 10 to 1 number. 10 to 1 I want to print it. Now it is what happened exactly, guys. If you can see this requirement, let me keep this in comment. Now can you please tell me what is your requirement? 10 to 1. So where you have to, what is your starting point here? Guys, understand what is your starting point? My starting point is 10 here. So $x is equal to 0 na? 1 na? No, it should be 10. Why? Because see the requirement, don't go blindly. So see the requirement 10, you have to decrement the value. So $x, this time it should be greater than or equal to 1. That is our ending point. You have to decrement the value. When you're decrementing, you have to use greater than symbol. When you're incrementing, you have to use less than symbol, guys. Keep it in mind. So now this is going to be, you have to reduce the value for every iteration, $x minus minus. Now you can go and check this. It will be gives you the output for you, guys. Echo $x, just concatenate with the break tag. Now you can see you are going to start from 10 to 1 exactly. I have a syntax error. Maybe what is the problem, guys? Here syntax, here is semicolon is missed here. Okay, add the semicolon, refresh the page, you are getting 10 to 1. You want to decrement the value or you want to increment the value? So the same situation we are able to see. Okay, this is also well and good. I think you are able to print the outputs properly, right? It is well and good. So now I want to print 1 to 100 numbers, sir. Now can we go and print this, guys? Here, just I want to print. My third requirement is going to be 1 to 100 numbers. You want to print it. Now what I need to do, guys? Can you tell me the loop for? Now if you can understand for loop, everything is same. Loop, while, do while, and everything will be the same, guys, right? For $I equal to 1, $I less than, oh, this time I'm taking I variable, $I equal to 1, $I less than or equal to 100, and $I plus plus. This is the loop we have to write it. Okay, right, just you can go and print the value I, echo $I, and just you are going to make something called break tag. Variables are case sensitive, so we have to take small I here, not capital I. So now refresh the page. Now you can see 1 to 100 numbers you are able to print it. Now you want to print 1 to 1 lakh numbers? Absolutely, we can print it. Now you can see this is 1 lakh. So within fraction of second, this logic will be iterated. Can you see? The loop is iterating. Can you see still it is executing here? Can you see my browser is rotating when I'm loading the page? Now you can go and check this. If you can bit go bottom, now we can see all the numbers. No one is going to be missed, guys. All to 1 to 1 lakh number. If you can refresh the page, it will take some time. Can you see it is loading? It is rotating the loader. Can you see my mouse here? All right, now it is printed. Because it's not easy to print 1 to 1 lakh numbers, right? It will take some time. It is iteration process, right? Definitely it will take some time. Hardly it will take 2 or 3 seconds it take to print the 1 to 1 lakh numbers, guys. Okay, na? Right. Anyhow, this is well and good, right? Okay, we are successfully printing the numbers between 1 to 10 numbers. Well, super. Right. Now, uh, I want to print, right? Remember my requirement, guys, all of you. Print even numbers between 1 and 10. Now you can tell me the logic. So slowly we are turning to different way, not the same logics every time. So now you guys can tell me please what exactly we have to do here. So how can we do this, guys? Anybody? I want to print only even numbers. I don't want to print any others here, just even numbers only. And let us see how can we print the even numbers. Okay, anybody? Do you know how to print even numbers? Tell me please, you know already. How can I say a number is even, a number is odd? Right, so if it is divided by 2, remainder 0, even number. Divided by 2, remainder 1, odd number. We know that very well. And you know prime number also, right? What is a prime number? Divided by itself and 1, that is prime number. We know very well, right? So now 1 to 10 numbers, between that even numbers. Okay, I'm writing a for loop. $I equal to 1, $I less than or equal to 10, and I plus plus. But I need to iterate 10 times. Definitely there is no way, because my requirement is 1 to 10, and in this we need to identify the even number, right? So now you want to print the even numbers, right? You can go and write echo $I. Just I'm going to write $I. Just you can write this break tag here. Now if you can refresh the page, you are getting 1 to 10 numbers. I'm not getting any new thing, right? But what is my requirement? I want to get even numbers. Yeah, very good. I seen two logics in the chart window, two different people sent. We can use any one of the logic. Very nice. Remember, logic means, guys, logic have any fixed code? No. You see, logic will vary. It depends on you and me. And some people may write one logic. I may write one logic, but output is same. Remember carefully. You can write one logic. I can write one logic, but output is same. Output is same. See, logic means it will always depends upon you. You can write one logic, I can write one logic. Okay, right. Now we can go here, and this is exactly we did. So right, how can we say a number is even here if it is divided by 2, remainder 0? So I'm writing one condition. See, inside a loop I'm writing one condition. If it is even number, print it. If it is even number, you can print it. Otherwise, you no need to print it. So how do I know this is even number? Right, $I modulo division of 2 equal to 0. I mean, I value is iterating every time, right? When I value getting iterated every time, here I'm identifying it is divided by 2, remainder 0. Condition true na? Condition true, value will be printed. If the condition not true, for example 3 divided by 2, it is going to be 1. So 1 means it is not matched, right? Not matched means the block of code is not going to be executed. Now you can see output is as we expected. This is the output we expected. Now tell me please, I want to print only odd numbers. How can we print odd numbers then? Divided by 2, remainder equal to 1, then odd numbers. This is the only thing. Logic means this is exactly, simply we are not thinking in a big, simply we are changing the logic like this. Just by changing one value, you are able to print even numbers, you are able to print odd numbers, guys. This is what exactly the way of identifying the things. Okay, and one more thing, this is the logic I written. Some people may write different logic to print the even numbers, to print the odd numbers. Can we see that too also? I mean, logic means don't expect we have fixed code. Different people will write different logics to get the same output. So your idea may be different, my idea may be different, your way of implementation may be different, my way of implementation is different, but output is the same at the end of it, right? So now I'm going to write the same. Right, now you can see I'm going to take the I equal to 0 or 2, right? Even numbers, right? You can take I equal to 2, no problem. Even I is 2, I want to start from 2 only. Exactly, I equal to 2, semicolon, $I less than or equal to 10. Exactly, $I equal to $I plus 2, we can write like this also. We can increment. Now you can go and print the value. You don't want to write any condition, just you can print $I. Every time you are incrementing plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Earlier I equal to I plus plus, this is we written, guys. Can you see? We can write like this also. I plus plus means this, we can write like $I equal to $I plus 1. That is the meaning of it actually. So now what I am doing here, I'm directly incrementing I plus 2, right? I equal to I plus 2, I'm incrementing. If you can refresh the page, now you can see. Oh, why are you not getting anything? Is file is saved, file is not saved, huh? Okay, save the file and refresh the page. Now you're getting same output. Now you want to get odd numbers, sir? Then take it 1. 1 plus 2, right? 3. 3 plus 2, 5. And 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. It will be iterated like this now. Now you can see you're getting the thing. Simply by changing some numbers,
One
we are
question.
able to get the things, right? Exactly. Right. This is how exactly we can make the things, guys. Right? So perfectly you can check this. The logic could be, you can write different logic. I can write one logic, but our output should be same at the end of it, guys. Right? Okay, this is perfect. Now just we can move for another scenario. Now I want to print. Do you know tables, guys? Here, tables. We know 19th table, 17th table. Which table is tough to you? 19th table or 17th table is tough to me. What is the 17 sixer? I don't know. What is 7? For example, I want to print a second table. 2 into 1 equal to 2. I want to print something like this exactly output, guys. 2 into 2 equal to 4. I want to print like this. And 2 into 3 equal to something I want to print like this, guys. Exactly is equal to 6, something like this. We have to print it. Anybody? I want to print up to 10. 2 tens 20. That's all. I want to print a table. After that, I want to print all the tables. 2 to 20 tables, I want to print it. Right. Okay, first let me know how can we print this table as it is. Whatever the preview you are able to see, as it is, I want to get the output on the screen. Right. How can we write the logic? Can you write the logic and send me in the chart window? Are you writing the logic? Just send me the logic. If I execute the program, I want to get the output like this exactly. Okay. Right. So what is my program? So we want to print second table. Right. Let us go there for loop. $I equal to 1, exactly 10 iterations, right? That's why I'm taking I equal to 1, I equal to 1, $I less than or equal to 10, 10 iterations, $I plus plus. Same again. What is the loop we written? Every time we are writing the same, right? Okay, echo $I. So if you can print this, what is going to be happen? You are going to get the output call something 1 to 10 numbers. But I don't want 1 to 10 numbers, right? My output is not this is. I want to get the 10 iterations of the second table, right? So they exactly what we need to do, guys, here. So now you can check this. I'm going to take a variable $table. What is the table you want to print it? Let us take a variable $table equal to second day. So if you can change this to 20, it has to print 20th table. If you can change this as a 15th, it has to print 15th table. If it is 19, it has to print 19th table. Now I'm taking table value 2. Now tell me please. I want to print the table with the 10 iterations. What is the table we have in the table variable? 2. So that I have to print the second table. Anybody? Did you written the logic for it? What we need to do exactly? Right. Now you can write simply, guys, dollar table into multiply $I. That's all right. You are going to get the multiples of second table. No, what is the our output we are expecting? I'm expecting an output like this. I'm not expecting the multiples of the second table. I'm expecting an output properly like this, right? So, but you are getting only the multiples of the second table only. No, I want to expect the output like this. In this point of time, we can concatenate $table. Just you can use concatenation operator dot $I concatenation operator equal to, that's all. So can we see table is a variable, I is a variable, inside star symbol equal to, you cannot write the star symbol directly there. If you can write directly star symbol, it will be multiplied. So just that's the reason I'm taking this as a string. Table into I equal to multiple. Now you can check this. This is the output we're expecting, right? Exactly. So now you can change the logic of it. See, logics are very easy. The only thing we have to put some effort on it, right? So now you can go for 17th table, 17 6. I asked you. We don't know, but I can see 17 6 are one, not two. Oh, ho, one or two, na, right? So now you can go with the 19th table. Now you can see the 19th table and all printed. Whatever the table you want to print, you can go 199 table or whatever it may be. Yeah, we can do something like this exactly, guys. Got the clarity? Yeah. So this is all about the way of writing logics. Now tell me please, this is second table. Okay, it is printing second table. Now I want to print 2 to 20 tables. Each and every table should 10 iterations. How can we do this? I want to print what I want to print, guys, here 2 to 20 tables, right? Some of you are asking about user input. Sir, how can we pass user input? If I pass 10, I want to print the 10th table. If I pass 20, I want to print the 10th 20th table. But for this we can discuss about file handling functions. Actually, we don't know file handling right now. At the time of file handling we will discuss. And one more thing, we can create a form by creating a HTML form. You will enter some input field and there you can enter some value, submit the value, get the value dynamically and iterate it. Okay, wait for some time, slowly we can see that too also. But right now we are not going to be pass a value. We cannot input a value here right now. So we will wait for some time. How can we input a value and how can we print the value, because it is in a browser window we are executing. Okay, right, we will discuss that too also. But here now I want to print 2 to 20 tables, guys, here. Each and every time, each and every table, 2 to 20. First of all, remember, it should be 2 to 20. Okay, now? It should be 2 to 20. After that, each and every table should be iterated 10 times, right? 2 to 20, it has to be a loop. So now, how can we do this? This is the logic. How many tables it can print? One table, right? Now you want to print third table, then copy this logic and will you take this three? Now then if you can take three, then what happened? Second table, third table, both are printed. Okay, can you see? This is the second table, this is the third table. But if you can we write this 20 times the same logic? No, it is hard coded, right? You cannot write something hard coded way. So now you want to print the fourth table, then will you go for and will you change the variable name as 4? Now it is going to be print the fourth table on the screen. Definitely now you can see second, third and fourth table is also printed. But is this is a good idea to go like this? Definitely not, right? So then what we need to do, guys, in this point of time? So we know that this is the logic I written. This logic is printing only one table. Now I want to make 2 to 20 tables. Can we see how we are going to write it now? I'm removing this single table logic. Now I want to print 2 to 20 tables, right? Okay, $j equal to, I'm taking one variable 2, $j less than or equal to 20, because it should be iterated 20 times, $j plus plus. Right now you can go and check this. Now I'm printing echo $j. If you can print echo $j, what is our output, guys, here? 2 to 20 numbers are going to be printed. Can you see? 2 to 20 numbers, top to bottom 20. Yeah, printed. Now inside of it, what I want to do, let us remove this. Earlier you written one logic for printing single table, right? Let me keep the logic here. That's all. This is the logic you have to keep here. The only change you need to do, the table equal to $j. That's all. What is $j value? For every iteration, j value is changing, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you can go and execute the page. Now you can see 2 to 20 tables are printed or not. 2 to 20 tables are printed. But we didn't hard code anything here, right? Everything is going to be dynamic, guys. Exactly. You want to add one break after printing every table, you can have outside of the loop, you can take one line like this, you can have some break tag like this. Now you can see maybe you can have some line break there. Can you see after printing every table there is some line break? Exactly, this is what exactly we can write the logic. You may have he may have a question, sir, how can we make the table side by side? By default they cannot come side by side. For that you have to write some css code. Actually css head html, it is all about the combination, right? Okay, let me do one thing. So this is the logic we are having, okay, to print the tables. Okay, let me create one file. Okay, I'm going to create one file. I want to make the table side by side. Okay, table tag open. Okay, first of all you have to go with html, right? Okay, let me create the html structure. Let me show you how can we bind the data inside html. Let me save the data as tables.php. This is the file. File name is tables.php. little bit you have to do design also. Head tag open, head tag close. Head, here we are having something called title. Can we see my way of coding? So you have to go step by step. So print, I'm writing 2 to 20 tables. This is my title. Now you can go with body tag open, body tag close. Exactly. Body by body tag open, body tag close. Now you can see here h1 tag I'm taking, h1 tag you are taking. So print 2 to 20 tables. Same again, print 2 to 20 tables. Okay, right. Execute this file tables.php. You can go to the browser. You are writing this tables.php. Yeah, by writing this, it can print 2 to 20 tables. We have to write the logic actually. Okay, now this is the 2 to 20 tables we are having. Here we want to write the logic here. This is very important. Let me take a div. I'm taking little bit of div id or class or anything to design it. Just I'm taking this as a blocks. Okay, table blocks. Exactly. Blocks is not any predefined. It's a CSS, right? You can take anything. See, at the end of it, whatever we are doing by using PHP, that should be designed. Who will design? Definitely by using HTML or CSS. They will be designed. That's the reason we are taking like this. Okay. Now you can see inside this block, I'm going to keep this PHP for loop. In this for loop, we are writing 2 to 20 tables logic. The logic we written there, right? I just copied from there, and this is the logic we are having. So now I don't want need this break here, but we have to display them separately, right? Now you can check this. Inside this, the blocks we are going to print the table. Now you can go and check this. Now if we can refresh, again tables are coming like this only. Nothing difference, right? They are not in side by side. So what I want to do, each and every table, this is each and every table, we have to keep into one div. So let me do one thing. Just before this, I'm going to have one div. If you want to design, there is no other way. You have to do like this only. This is going to be div, exactly echo div open, div close. Generally we have to go like this: div tag open, div tag close. Exactly. Now what happened, every table will be wrapped into a div. By keeping them into div, they won't adjust it automatically. Can you see here in the F12? If you can check this, 20 times divs are printed. Can you see each and every div that is reiterated? Now you can see blocks div. In the block div, we are having each and everything. You want to make any class for it, you can take a class is equal to table, table table. This is how we can merge our PHP code with HTML and CSS. Now you can see each and every div, and it has a class called table. Now you can see 10 iterations are there. Can you see? Exactly, 10 iterations are there. Now you want to make them side by side. By just adding classes to the HTML elements, they won't adjust it automatically, right? Now you have to go to your head section. There we have to write some style tag open, style tag. See, did you see? After printing all the table, now I am going to write the styling. Where is styling actually? I'm writing in the third line or fourth line. But don't practice line by line. If you are practicing line by line, first you are writing CSS. No, that is not the correct. First you have to finish HTML. Once HTML is finished, then only I am coming here to write the second step. This is exactly second step is design. First step is HTML. Second step is design. Go step by step. Don't go line by line. It's not the correct thing. Okay. Right. Don't practice 1, 2, 3, 4. Generally, if I ask you to write the program, the biggest problem with us is here. Generally, you will write the code like this: HTML, immediately head tag, immediately title tag. You are practicing like this. No, this is not the way of practicing the code. Here is going to be some title, and you are going to close the title tag. After that, you are going to close the head tag. After that, you are going to open this is line by line. Don't work on line by line. It's not the good standard. It's not the real time way. So anything you want to done, first of all, head tag open, sorry, HTML, right? Try to see HTML open, immediately close the HTML. Now you can come into the middle, press one tab here. So now you can write something called head tag open, immediately close the head tag. This is the coding standard. You have to do like this. Can you see your code is increasing like this? It is not line by line, it is a step by step. Now you are going to write some title tag, immediately close the title. Go to the middle of the title, write some title, whatever the title you want, right? You can write it. After title completed, now I'm going for the body tag open, immediately close the body tag. Now you're coming to the body. Now inside the body, you're going to write some h1 tag open, h1 tag close. Some title, again I'm writing some title will become here. After that, you're going to write some logics. So this is the way of writing the code. But if you are I think I know that everybody habituated in our college days, if your faculty is writing code on the board, you will note down the code like this only. I know that you will write the code like this only. But this is not the standard, guys. Remember, if you are following like this, you will never survive. Try to habituate the code step by step. We will do like this only. Am I written the code all 1 2 3 4 5 6 lines? No, I didn't write the code like this always. Generally, I want to ask you for loop. Generally, what people will do, see, how you written in your college days, how I am going to write. Can you check this? Please compare the way exactly. I have for loop. Immediately I open curly bracket. This is my way of writing. All of you try to see. Here we are having something. Okay. So now I am going to this thing, $I equal to 0 semicolon, $I less than or equal to 10, and $I plus plus. This is the way of writing the code. Generally, in our college days, how we written, generally for loop, right? First parenthesis open, $I equal to 0 semicolon, $I, okay, $I less than or equal to 10 semicolon, $I plus plus. Now you are coming here. Did you see you forget something here? What is that forget something? You forget to close the parentheses. That's why you are getting syntax error. Because of getting syntax error, you are not able to concentrate on the program. You are shutdowning the system. You are leaving the place. So remember, the coding standard, the way of iterating the code and everything should be completely different, guys. If you are like a student, no, it won't works for you. Seriously says, be like in a different way. So always it should be step by step. It should not be line by line. If you are practicing the code like this won't works for you, right? For example, if this is the code we are having. So if you if it is your case, I'm writing like this. Are you practicing like this? Sometimes people may have a lot of confusion. Sir, I don't know how many times I open this curly bracket. I don't know how many times I have to close the curly bracket. Because the problem, you are a line by line developer. That's why you are the problem. So if it is a step by step, you don't have any problem. For example, I'm going to write for loop and immediately I open, I close it, right? I don't have any problem right now. My for loop is properly open, properly closed. Now I'm writing if, now you can open, close, and do something like this. Again, if you want to write one more if, sometimes you may write like this, sometimes you may write like this is the way of coding. Exactly. Open close, open close, open close immediately, and do something, guys. Exactly. So you won't write any else block here. Now you can write else block also. Else block immediately open close. You want to write else block immediately open close. You want to write else block immediately open close. Something, this is a way of doing. See, this is we written in a easiest manner. But if you are practicing line by line, I'm saying you, definitely you will be failure. 100% you will be failure. Right at the end of it, you cannot see the notebook. You have to write the logic your own way, right? So don't practice that way. That is completely different scenario, and this is going to be different scenario. So will you practice this like this? Right. So definitely you, if you are in a step by step, you will be success. Definitely, no doubt. This is a real time. I'm talking about in a real time manner, right? So be step by step. Don't be line by line. Okay, now, right? Okay, come to your tables program. It is not coming side by side, right? At the end of it, this is coming like this. To do this, don't worry. I'm applying little bit CSS. If you know CSS, okay. Otherwise, you can leave it completely. The people who don't know CSS, no need to worry. At least no need to bother about it. Okay. Just I'm writing .blocks blocks. Don't worry about it. I'm just writing some CSS styles with my basic knowledge. DISPLAY display flex flex wrap wrap. Let me check this. They're all side by side now. So you want to have some gap, right? Okay, you can do that too also. Dot table. Let me have some border. 1 pixel solid. Each and every table having some little bit border. I want to have some margin gap between the table and table. Margin 10 pixels all four sides. Now you can see there is some gap between the each and every table. Inside the box, we don't have much gap. Inside the box, we can go providing some gap. That is padding is a property. 10 pixels I'm providing. Now inside the box, now you can see there is some gap between the table and table. So exactly we can do like this. Now they're all side by side. They're all side by side. Exactly, guys. We can do like this. Got the clarity, guys? How we can do it? Exactly. So if you want, you can change some div dot 1 minute dot table in the child. Can we write in the child odd? I don't know, just I'm applying some style. Background color, background hash d4 d4 d4. Let me try this. Oh, alternative colors I just want to provide, guys, for even table, odd table. So this is see, what did you understand what exactly PHP is doing, what exactly HTML is doing, what exactly CSS is doing? See, because of combining all together, we can make some output in a better preview. Is that not right? So this is exactly how we are integrating all together. You can just check this. This is all about the way of doing something. It is generating dynamically for us. The dynamic generated content with the help of HTML only, right? So that is going to be designed by using CSS. This is the combination. This is how we can do the things in real time. Exactly. Okay, now, right. So guys, so you have an assignment for the tomorrow session. The assignment is going to be print prime numbers between 2 to 20. Sorry, 1 to 20 na, or 2 to 20 na. 2 is a prime number. 2 is prime number or not, right? 2 is a prime number, guys. So now you can check this, print prime numbers between something like this. If you know, do you know Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series, print the Fibonacci series also. There are some logics where people will ask us in interviews, guys. 0 1 1 2 3 5 8. Do you know Fibonacci series? I don't know how many of you know Fibonacci series, right? That's all, and so on, so on. If you want, you can print it. So previous number and current number, if you can add, next number will become. Now you can do 1 and 1, it will be 2. Now 1 and 2, it will be 3. 2 and 3, it will be 5. Previous number and current number. This is called Fibonacci series. Okay, na? Try to achieve these two logics by tomorrow. Even if you don't know, Google it and try to find the logic. Okay, now you don't worry. CSS is no need to bother about the CSS. You are not a person to understand the CSS. If you are unable to understand the CSS, I will remove the CSS from here. You are not a person, right? It's not our responsibility writing CSS. Okay, now I'm just, my intention is here how all together works in real time. That's I'm showing you. You are not a person to write the CSS. Okay, so don't worry about it. If you know CSS, okay, you can go with. No, you can remove the CSS. What happened now? So you do see, you are not a person to print the data like this. That's all. Your data, your task is completed. Make the data dynamically. Next thing, designing will done by designer. There is a separate team will be there to design the data. So you're not a person, so no need to bother about the CSS. You're not a person to worry about the CSS. There is a separate team will be there to handle with it. If you want, anyhow, you guys are having a free session for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Na? There you can learn it, no problem. Meanwhile, at least if you know basics of CSS, you will understand. No need to worry about it, right? Okay, go there and try to learn from there. Okay, now I think from tomorrow, na, new batch for HTML 2 p.m. maybe, I think, right? You can have a word with the management people so that you will. So that is nth child is a pseudo element. It is the predefined one in our CSS. Nth child, even or odd. You can provide even. Now even element is going to be added. Now you can check this. Now if we can go and refresh, only now this you can see. Now in this nth child, I want write only 10. If you can write 10, then you can see only 10th element only will get be designed. Now you can see only one element. That too, this is only design. It will become from 0 1 2 3, right? That's why it is going to be 11th table exactly. Okay, na? Only one, because I want to make everything. That's why I'm going to write even or odd something. If you can write it, that is going to be work. Nth child is a predefined property in CSS. When you guys are learning CSS, you can ask that CSS faculty. Okay, na? I'm a developer, I'm not a designer. Okay, but I know basic knowledge of CSS. I can work both, guys, but my intention is here, I don't want to elaborate more on CSS. It is not CSS session. This is the PHP session, right? We need to concentrate on PHP. All right. Okay. No need to worry about it. So tomorrow assignment I shared you, right? Just practice the things there, guys. Okay, now? Right. Thank you all then. So any doubts, please carry on. I will upload all these files into our drive. So from there you can continue to practice. Okay, now? Right. Every files is uploaded in Google Drive. So you can check the Google Drive, and in the Google Drive there is a soft copy material also. You can go and check the soft copy material also. You guys needs to take running notes while session is running. You have to take, you can keep pen and paper and write something. I think you guys are busy with mobile devices, right? At the end of, at the start, at the session is going on. Okay, don't be like that. Okay, now be concentrated on the session. Just half an hour or 40 minutes session will be there. You have to concentrate on the session. Okay, now right, carry on please. Right, we can see tomorrow assignment you have to complete. I will talk about while, do while, and the assignments, and for each loop. Not for each loop is not discussed by tomorrow. It will discuss at the time of arrays, right? Okay, great. So you have a question, how break converted into HTML element? Actually that is a string, right? Remember PHP abbreviation, do you know? Hypertext preprocessor. Hypertext preprocessor. Inside PHP, if you are writing anywhere the tags in a string, they will be converted automatically as a HTML elements while printing the output on the screen. If you are seeing, if PHP found tag like this, that will be converted as a HTML element automatically by the server. It will send to the browser. Browser will execute the HTML tags to you, right? You don't bother about it, right? That is the internal mechanism of the things, right? If we can PHP, inside PHP, if it is to find anything inside the tags, that will be considered as an element only. We don't bother about it, right? It may be a string, but if it is identifying the less than greater than symbol, and by keeping something inside of it, that is automatically a tag. We don't worry about it. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, carry on.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, suppose I am trained in star format. So, what you want? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. How to do, sir?
Yeah, you can, you have to do it, right? Triangle, right? Very good. So you have a question, so I want print 1, 1, 2. Is this is you're asking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can try this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you can try this from Google. Same
Yes,
like now we have tried loop inside a loop.
yes, sir.
Sometimes people ask us the triangle
Yeah.
stars, right? Now we have to print the stars
Yes, sir.
like this, right?
Stars, sir.
Yeah. So you can try this. It is a
Yes,
very
sir. Yes,
simple
sir.
program. Just now how we written the text inside a loop, the same we have to implement for this also.
Sir, inside here, I am inside here, sir. So in JavaScript, I am doing, but sir, only one error I am coming, sir. Actually, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am getting the output, but sir, when the interview asking another question, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, sir, I cannot getting that output. How to getting? That's why
One,
I'm asking.
1 3 na 1 1 3,
1, 1, 3. Yes, sir. 1, 3, 5.
right? This is the output, right? You
Yes,
are
sir. Yes.
expecting. Yeah, this is they are
Yes, sir.
writing
Yes.
modular division inside of it, man. So inside the inner loop, they will make a modular division of
Yes, sir.
the number, inner
Yes.
loop of the number divided by 2 equal to 1. Then they are printing, they have to write a condition, small condition. Okay, we will try this. Okay, you can try this, and tomorrow we can see some
Yes.
logics. Okay, now right, don't worry about it. We can explain you
Okay,
some
sir.
logics definitely, so that you will get some
Okay, sir.
clarity.
Thank
The
you, sir.
triangle symbol, 1 2 3, lot of questions are there in interview. I don't
Yes.
know what is they are going to be asked us in interview, seriously says. I too don't know. So all of a sudden, if you can write, if you are asking me some other logic, we may or we may not immediately. So no one can, guys. No one can become perfect on the fly. If anybody asking a logic, even me, I have to take some time to understand to print the things, right? Okay, I
Okay.
will explain you all the things tomorrow. No need to worry
Okay.
about it. Okay, now, right? Carry on, guys.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys, we can see tomorrow. Thank you all then.